What? Oh If you are a Roblox developer, do not make trend games. This is basic knowledge that most people with decently sized brains should know. Almost every single time there has been a trending game on the internet, there's been somebody out there on Roblox who decided to recreate it, which is fine on its own. Making a recreation of a game that's trending can be quite fun, but oh my god, do not expect your game to last more than a week after that trend dies out. Sorry. Had to rant a bit there. But as I've said, trend games always die no matter what. But the real question here is, what happened to some of these trend games on Roblox? Are they still popular? Or are they just another imposter among us? Now, I know you haven't heard of this game in a long time. Impostor was a game created around September 2020 and garnered roughly 350 million visits. Wow, that game was 4 years ago now? Oh my god. Impostor was, obviously, heavily inspired by Among Us, which is one of the most popular games on the internet at the time. The game skyrocketed in popularity due to the similarities to Among Us, with huge YouTubers such as Flamingo and Kaneko Kitten covering the game. In my opinion, I think Impostor was genuinely a fun game to play, and I honestly miss it a lot. Why don't we check it out to see how it's doing? I can just lock the door too. There's no way. Wow. Yeah, it's not doing as well as it did before. Impostor currently gets around 100 to 150 players daily, which is such a drop off from its former glory. While this game isn't doing that well nowadays, I still think it's worth giving it a play, as it can be a blast. And now, welcome back to Zero's podcast. I have just one more question, Mr. Zero. Yeah. How would you rate Impostor on a scale of 1 to 10? 6.5. Whoa. Oh boy, here we go. Before we talk about Funky Friday, we must first talk about the game that inspired it, Friday Night Funkin'. Friday Night Funkin' was a game created by Ninja Muffin 99, being fully released on November 1st, 2020. It is a rhythm game in which you play as the protagonist known as Boyfriend, and battle numerous different opponents. A lot of people still debate whether Friday Night Funkin' is actually dead or not. I personally think that the main game is dead. Like, completely dead. However, the modding community is much different, with a much active player base. Now, back to Funky Friday. Funky Friday was created by Light Interactive around February 2021. Since its release, Funky Friday has garnered roughly 1.6 billion visits as of now, with it being the most popular FNF related game on Roblox. Upon release, Funky Friday only had the main game songs and a couple of mods, with a lot more content being added in later updates. The game was, obviously, a huge success. However, since then, the game has steeply declined in popularity due to the rapid decline of FNF as a whole, with Funky Friday only being able to hold roughly 6,000 concurrent players daily. While this game still has a lot of replayability, as I've said in my Doors video, this game got repetitive quickly, and I believe that is what truly killed it off. While normally I would recommend the games I talk about on this channel, I don't think Funky Friday is all that good, to be honest. And this is a lot coming from me, as I'm hugely biased towards rhythm games, as I play them quite often. Now, we've covered the two big trend games on Roblox. No, I will not be going over furry infection games, as they will be saved for a different video in the future. Now, we must talk about the future of trend games. Lethal Company, the current trending game on the internet. It's been skyrocketing into popularity over the past few months, with even YouTubers such as Vanoss Gaming making videos about it. And of course, with such a massively successful game, comes in the cheaply made Roblox copies trying to make a quick buck. But first, we must talk about Lethal Company before even mentioning these copies. Lethal Company was a game created by Zeekers, releasing on October 23rd, 2023. It is a horror adventure game, although to be honest, it feels more like a comedy game because of how dang funny this game can be sometimes. Now, how good are these Roblox copies? Well, not very good. The first copy of this game is known as Harmful Company, which currently has 5.7 million visits, although despite the high amount of visits, it has a horrible like ratio. The second, and generally more popular copy, is Deadly Company, which already has 8 million visits with an 85% like ratio. While yes, these knockoff games can be fun, nothing will ever top the original. Although I already know that when this huge giant of a game finally tumbles downward, these other games will fall too. The future of trend games is that they will always die out at some point. That's just the harsh reality of it. If you truly want to make a sustainable Roblox game, just don't base it off of a trending game. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe so I can reach my goal at the end of the year, and farewell.